Dear students, good day. Welcome to Metallography Laboratory. So, today we are going to perform or going to demonstrate the experiment number 305. The experiment is study of microstructure of heat treated steel. So, before starting my lecture, I think all of you have completed the earlier videos wherein the mounting of the specimen, the preparation of sample that has been shown and explained. Now, next the important part in this laboratory, that is that is heat treatment, because in last 3 experiment we have to study the microstructure of heat treated steel in different form. Now, in this experiment, as the title is study of microstructure of heat treated steel. Now, what is heat treatment? Basically, heat treatment is the process by which the mechanical properties of the metal can be improved by controlled temperature and cooling. Here, the heat treatment of the study of microstructure of heat treated steel is there, and the specimen, there are 4 specimen. If you go through the lab sheet, you will see that there are 4 specimen. Number 1, that plain carbon steel which have percentage 0.4% of carbon. In next sample there is 0.65% of carbon. In third sample there is 0.9% of carbon, and in fourth sample there is 1.10% of carbon, and each sample has been quenched in water from 850 degree centigrade. Now, here there are 4 samples which are differ from each other by percentage of carbon. Here carbon plays an important role in properties of metal. As you know that if the carbon percentage increase, the material properties change. How? If the carbon percentage increase, the brittleness increase and the material become hard. Similarly, if you decrease the carbon percentage, then the material will be ductile and which have the malleable property. So, in case of your ductile metal, before fracture there will be some deformation, but in case of your brittle material there will not be any significant deformation before fracture. So, the presence of percentage of carbon plays an important role in properties of metal. Now, as there is heat treatment process is involved which improves the mechanical properties. So, here the important thing is that there are several heat treatment process which plays a significant role to change the property. Along with that, there is the microstructure. So, there is the relation between heat treatment process, mechanical properties and microstructure, and these 3 are correlated in some way that we will have to study and that we will have to know in this laboratory. So, as explained by earlier faculties that there are different heat treatment process. This heat treatment process can be broadly classified in 2 ways. Number 1, to soften the material and to harden the material. That means, if you soften the material, in that case that the 2 property will be improved, that is your ductility, and but 2 property that will decrease, that is case of your strength and hardness. Similarly, if you harden the material, the hardness and the strength will be high, but the ductility property and toughness that will be your less. So, in this case, first 2 thing is that annealing and normalizing. In these 2 process, basically the material is softened. In the annealing process, as explained by the earlier teacher, that the material will be heated and it will be cooled in between the furnace, and it will take sufficient time. In another process, that is normalizing, that the material will be taken out from the surface and it will be kept in open air and it will become, it will cool. So, in this process basically the material that will achieve that will achieve the property, in this case the property, that is the ductility and the toughness, that will your increase, but the strength and hardness that will decrease. Other two processes there, that is your quenching and tempering. The quenching is the process in which the material will be cooled suddenly, okay, or slowly. That will depend upon the quenched material. Suppose the material is heated above the critical temperature, so that will be quenched that can be quenched in different medium, either that can be cooled in water or brine or oil, and the quenching process that will depend upon the quenching medium, the quenching fluid. If the quenching fluid is your water or brine, it will cool rapidly, but if the quenching fluid is oil, then it will quench, the temperature will decrease slowly. So, that depending upon the medium of the quenching fluid, the rate of cooling also differ. So, now here we have seen, you can see that the material has been quenched in water medium. Now, in this experiment, there are different properties that there are different properties of material that has been given in the portion of your question, and there is an important thing, that is your hardenability, because hardenability depends and differs on the heat treatment process. This hardenability basically, this is differ from the hardness. Hardness is basically the basically ability to resist the penetration against the your scratch or indentation, whereas hardenability is the property of the material which basically is the in-depth property which is measured along in the in-depth of the material, because if we take a circular section or circular long section of material and if it is heat treated and it quenched, so suppose if we take this specimen and if we start to quenching it, if we put this end to the quenching medium, then this end will cool very fastly, but this end will be cooled very slowly. So, what will happen, the hardenability will increase in this direction, because when this portion is cooled, so it has been softened, so here your hardenability will be less and the cooling process will go to in this direction slowly. So, in this portion you will get your hardenability high, and this hardenability is tested by your Jominy end quench test process. Jominy Jominy was an engineer in the General Motor. So, he had invented the process to test the end quench test. Second thing is, here there is malleability and toughness. Malleability is the property of the material, that is the ability to become a thin sheet under pressure, and toughness, it is the ability of the material to absorb energy before fracture. So, these are the important properties of the material which will vary according to the heat treatment process and the quenching process, and along with that, when this phase will happen, there will be some change in microstructure, that is your is austenite, ferrite, there is bainite. So, that will be studied under the microscope. So, thank you. After this the sample will be shown in the microscope by our Mr. Ganesh Patra. Okay, thank you.
Next experiment number 4, there is a 4 sample. Number 1, 0.4% carbon coins in water from 850 degree centigrade. Number 2, 0.65% carbon composition coins in 850 degree centigrade, and number 3rd 0.9 percentage of carbon, and last sample is 1.1 percentage of carbon coins in water from 850 degree centigrade. And there is 4 sample, and this 4 sample preparation, sample mounting, first procedure is sample mounting, second procedure preparation, and third procedure that is polishing, and fourth procedure that is etching, and last procedure is microscopic observation, same as previous experiment. Say experiment number 1 and 2. Now sample number 1, and this is sample number 1, and this microscopic observation same as previous procedure, like this way, and we get and this microscopic structure. From this microscopic structure we realize or we determined, and this ferrite base composition, and that is the ferrite base composition, that is microstructure composition, microstructure orientation, microstructure types of microstructure, and from this microstructure we determine directly, indirectly same as previous purpose, that is mechanical properties, that is material defect, porosity and porosity, line defect, edge defect, screw dislocation, different types of defect and mechanical properties we determined from this microstructure, that is sample 1. And second, this is second carbon composition 0.65%. And second sample, that is carbon composition 0.65% carbon composition, and this portion, this black portion and white portion here mixing microstructure here appears, and white portion, this is ferrite base microstructure, and this black portion, that is carbon base microstructure, that is carbon here carbide, that is different types of forms of carbide here present, and this is 0.65 carbon composition of this material, and this is microstructure, and third 0.9%. Third, there is 0.9% carbon composition of this material, and fourth 1.1, that is more carbon composition other this sample. From this microstructure we determine mechanical properties already described about this theory purpose, and we determine different types of mechanical properties and defect already are described, and this is experiment number 5, and this procedure same as previous experiment,